Breakfast Club. It is now Tuesday, the 26th of August, 2025. Welcome to the show. I put a trade on here last night before I went to bed. I want to show you the idea I'm looking at here. It moved a bit, but then probably came all the way back down to my end trade in. So I'm looking for continuation to the upside. I'll show you here on the 4-hour chart. Now that we've been down to this 4-hour level, we've broken above, we've come back into this breaker, and we've had a bit of a reaction on it. So what I'm looking for is a continuation to the upside. 533, 548. Obviously the rejection block, and then I'm pushing for this go zone right here. So I'm looking for this line up here. So I'm looking for this to start another price leg higher. As soon as we break this, then I'll be more sure that we're going for another price leg higher. That's why I have these first upside objectives, which are the upper portion of the lower, going lower. So this is kind of like your line in the sand. For going lower, you want to see it come up into this little breaker here. Last up close candle, and I want to see if the mean threshold gives way. And the high of this BISI. Close above that in here, then I'm looking for the rejection block and the new high. So if we start to see it roll over here, then I'll get out of that trade. So that'll be up around this Monday's midnight open. So we'll see if that if we tag that, that'll be my first bunch of objectives there. If that helps. I'm not looking for all-time highs. I know people keep saying this is going to go to these all-time highs, but I've got no indication it's going there yet. Not a 4-hour, nothing. I do like this idea of this forming a new price leg higher. And even that, if that was a price leg higher, this is where we can, we're anticipating this. That just takes you to the rejection block. Still doesn't take you to the new highs. But, it's pretty close. So right now, that's where we're kind of aiming for. I just want to make sure this bull trap doesn't catch me here, roll over and drop lower. So just looking for this level to give way first, and then see if we start pushing through here for the next couple of days. Like Wednesday makes the high, Thursday gets a reversal, and Friday continues pushing higher. How's that? That's kind of like what I'm looking at. That's the 4-hour chart. So the 1 hour puts us up inside this premium box here, which puts us right in that midnight open range for Monday, puts us in the premium. So I want to see this. We've traded above this discount box already, and we've traded back into it a few times. Nothing's traded below it. So if we start getting below this level, I'm going to move my stop loss now just below this old low, because I don't want to see a body get through here. If a body gets through here, that BISI's not in the cards for me right away. This breaker here, its mean threshold was traded through, and we did wick through into this premium, or this BISI here. And I do like this as well. This is indication for going lower for me. This is going higher, so I'm in a little bit of a conflict here right now. So I'd like to see this start really pushing through this level. This giving me the first indication it wants to go higher. So this is anywhere like 51% pushing for going higher versus this. And we've had multiple pokes into this level. I know, we'll see. I've got more confidence that we're going to run for these equal highs if I can get back through this little breaker on the hourly chart. How's that? Go to a 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart, you're still bullish on a 15. You're still bullish on a 5. So overall, slightly bullish, says my 51%. Lower time frames confirm we're going higher, higher, higher. And hourly, it's starting to get all kind of mixed messages on the hourly. So I want to see this get above here on the 15-minute, and I want to see it get above here, 499 on the 5-minute, 486, let's say 490 on the 15-minute. So slightly higher right now. How's everybody this morning? Hope you're all doing well. There he is. There's Adi, Craig, Hans, and Ali. Good morning, gentlemen. Let's look for the Dowmeister. We're through this level. It's at 50%, kind of gave way. 70% gave way. We filled in, and we've wicked through it several times, and we've got no real attempt to quickly snap back and go higher. We're through this one, this one. We're into 50% of this wick, which puts you right about there, right on that one. If this candle doesn't break and start coming back to the upside and clear out this civvy, and then take this, still going lower on Dow Jones on a 1-hour chart. Yes, it's got to get back above here. We've hit this level right on the Beezer, right there. And then we're getting a nice little reaction off of it. We're getting support off of this level. Now it's got to start getting above here and take out this civvy. Get through here, and they start getting a little more momentum to 6, 4, 7, 7. That's on what chart? That's on the hourly chart again too. Oil. Flat in oil right now. Not to get above here. Can you go bullish? $6.89. 62.89, sorry. I think we're looking somewhere in here. Right now, 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, not really giving me anything. Copper. It's looking better. Natural gas. Well, natural gas is giving us a turn. We've got a run above here, and we've come back yesterday and tapped into that. So natural gas is on a turn. This United States natural gas is not giving us anything yet, but our pre-market is above here. So if we dip back down into 1193, that's worth a buy. Good morning, Abs. Ollie, good morning. I'll get to Bitcoin in a second. This looks good. Okay, Bitcoin. It's the box you got to get inside the sticks. It's the upper zone, lower zones. You want to see some drive above here and push for this premium portion. And this SIBI's on this side of it. BISI here, breaker here. I'd like to see that start climbing higher now, and run back into this range. It's got to get above here then. It's got to break through this area right here at 110,646 and then 656 on a close. Take the 50%, start pushing higher. Find some leverage off that 50. Otherwise, we're still in a bearish market there. Gold is on a hold. Hold for gold. All the time we're here, I'd like to see us get back through this low here. I'm going to close. You can get through that on a close, use it as support. The next level down here is in gold is sitting right in here. soon as you see that breakthrough, use it as support, or this one as support to come lower. Reach for rejection block, half that wick, low, and then start targeting breaker blocks. So discount. Little piggies are still inside the premium of the smaller range, premium of the larger range, sitting right there. So you're still kind of inside the larger range right now. Coffee is on a turn. I would sell the coffee, send order without real data. Send it. Put a stop loss right up here. That's right in a good zone to sell short. So I'm just going to sit on coffee there. If we break back above, my fail safe is right there at 377. If we close above that, 378, then it'll either hit my stop loss, or as soon as it comes back into that range, I'll take that as a continuation to the upside. And this is just, I don't see it as a run on liquidity, because this is all up close candles, and we've got a change in direction here. So if you catch the change in direction as a run back, this is all up close candles, looking at 50% of that range. %, still sitting down here. So I'll leave that there. Joe Mack, good morning. How you doing this morning? We're all booked up for our trip in October to see the great Hadi. I can't wait to see him again. I think he's a great guy. Looking forward to seeing Russell this time. Go out there. It's going to be great. We're going to slowly build these like reunion places. We're going to be building a meetup group. You know, we're going to go vacationing. We'll bring our families. You can imagine how my mind's going. Developing a nice little community of people that, you know, your lives are changed, your kids' lives are changed, your friends, family, you know, all because of what you're able to do here. That's what I'm kind of looking forward to. So DAX, see how DAX just kind of, this immediate rebalance right here. We start to lose that whole, we're over 50%. 50% of this, we did not really get above that level. We dropped down below it. So you look at this immediate rebalance and this level right here. You start to get the first indication you want to go lower right here. We traded below that level, the breaker. The breaker is closed below, and you go, I'm on the wrong side of this. This is going to go lower. Then it opened lower, came back up. It opened below this immediate rebalance here as well. And you'll see me always look back for those areas of immediate rebalance so I can try and catch them for a continuation on the downside. So there's your continuation, and then it takes out the low, takes out low, 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 and then we have no reversal yet. We take out the low again, and we aim for the discount objective. So now that one's been hit. We've got a bit of a reaction back here, but you're still inside this range, and we could just come back into this level. So in terms of just straight order blocks, this low is our low down close candle. We traded above it. You come all the way back to its mean threshold, holds price, and now you're seeing the high and the open hold price. And now you want to see this keep pushing back inside this range, and we'll see how we act right off this this level right here. Again, we hit that, roll over and start coming back through here, start closing back below this little swing point, and I'm gunning for this mean threshold again, a continuation on the downside. Mean threshold is holding nicely, like really nicely. On the hourly chart, you're back to an overlap, busy city overlap. So you have to ask yourself which one wants the support price going higher. This one here wants the support price going higher. This one here, if you're coming back in to tap it, that's all good. This order block should hold. And you want to see that continue going higher. If this mean threshold is lost and you close below these two imbalances right here, then you're looking for a run on this wick and run lower. You'd have to have a look at foreign currencies to see what the dollar's up to. Silver hit our carrot. Now we're back into this level. I want to see that bounce higher now and start clearing out the carrot's high, and then start running for this upside objective I've had for the last couple of months at 36.22. So all we've had is just a retracement back inside this range. We've held price at this little gap right here. We've hit it, ran higher, found support inside this, finally broke higher, and now we're looking for box to box, and there you are. There's your carrot, it's your last box. If we can get on top of that, we're looking for silver to go higher as well. Good morning, Paulette. Craig. Yes, you did miss oil. You're long in oil. I didn't see anything in oil for long yet. You have a different theory of holding oil. Joe Mac, definitely thanks for all your help doing this. I know it takes a lot of your time, but it definitely helps us and reassesses everything Michael has taught us. Or reassures everything Michael's taught us. Oh, it's good. I'm glad you're getting something out of it, Joe. Silver's back to 50 long term. Silver's back to 50. Ooh, you're saying it's going to $50. I'll agree with you, Greg, when it gets above this level. Then I'll say, yeah, we're heading for $50. Whether or not we get there, I'd have to look at a weekly objective. This weekly is finding support in here. We've just come down. And it's got to get back above that old high here. And use it as these two candles here as propulsion type candles to propel price higher. But there's the rejection block on the weekly level. So I don't have $50 in my immediate or weekly objective yet. Wait, let me have a look at that down here. Let me just do something here. Let's do a 4-banger. Yeah, $51. Let's put these out there as objectives to reach for. objective here, then your first one is 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5. So we'll see if Craig's right. Are we heading for the big 50 bucks? Gotta remember when it was $11. I was thinking to myself, I should buy that. It's $11. It's got to get better from there, eh? Can you imagine? 300% return by now. That's just in 5 years. Anyway, where are we at here? These are looking good. 20% dividend that's paying. It's a nice little payday, that one. I tell you, if you can get into this one in like in April, May, I got in over here. Oops. But if you can catch this sucker and ride it, it pays a nice little dividend, 20%. And it pays every month. So you're almost getting 2% return on your money every month, plus whatever principal you make. It's a lot more, it's a higher risk, but if you use your charts properly, you can make yourself a less tidy sum of cash. Not that I'm telling you to buy it, but something to look into. Some of these are all like double-digit ETFs in Canada. That's only available to Canadians, I would imagine. I don't know what the Americans or anybody else on the outside looking at those ETFs, but they do pay really well. So this is the kind of stuff you don't want to see if you're long-term into banks. You don't want to see these little turn points like this. A high's taken, change in direction. You trade below it, you're back up inside it, gap lower, and now you're looking for it. You're still bullish, you can still be bullish, but you have to look at if we close below this level, look for the mean threshold and looking for that low. If you break market structure below here, then again, we're looking for a continuation on the downside. Right on 50%. See that? Retrace 50%, keep going higher. Lovely. They're nice, lovely little data points if you know what you're looking for. Anyway, got to go long term on this one. And I'm stuck inside this range. We're out reaching for the premium. We've already hit that premium box there. So I want to see this close above this candle. It has. Use it now as support to push higher. So this candle's now become important for me to make sure we're still going to go higher. And that's the next upside objective for short term. On a 15-minute chart. Long-term 830 so far. Oh yeah, let's do our little this is yesterday's 830. Where are we at? Today's 830. It's bullish candle there, Hadi. So far, I'm liking it. Well, let's start putting our lipstick on this pig here. the influential candles, the 6 a.m. candle. Oh, she's got some influence today, hey? You see this one? That's the 6 a.m. candle. Got some support. It's a big candle. Let's look at our new friend, Marky Mark and its Funky Punch. The 3 a.m. candle. So that would be from there. That's Marky Mark's 3 a.m. candle. Mark 3. I'm going to kind of put a bigger box around Mark's 3. Otherwise, we're just going to have so many damn candles, you don't know what to do with them. So, according to Mark, we want to stay above the 50% line, right? That's right. Let's get back over here and finish this off. Uses the whole 3-hour candle. This is when we get so much lipstick on the pig here. It looks goth. It looks a little too much gothy. So there's the low, there's the high. Here's our first. So this one here is our there. That's our midnight candle. You could say that the 3 a.m. candle lines up perfectly with the 8:30. Strange coincidence, hey? And just out of curiosity, I don't know if any of you guys are looking at this, but out of curiosity, oops. There's 25%, right back to our midnight open range. 50% puts us right on top of 50% of Mark's 3 a.m. candle. The consequent encroaches line up perfectly. Then you get 70% or 75% is down here, and then the close. So if you just divide that 3 a.m. candle into quarters, they line up perfectly with our little with some important other levels that we're looking for. So for validity or interest, we'll call it, that 3 a.m. candle's got a lot of interest, a lot of accurate data points to reach for. You're a silver bug. I thought you were one of those little oily bugs. A silver bug too, hey? Well. Good morning, Derek. How's my B-Master? B-Master D. That's going to be your new rap name. Yo, 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 it's B Master D here. Coming at you live from the hive. It's B Master D live from the hive, where you're going to thrive. Stay alive, folks, stay alive. That's what rappers do. Everything has to rhyme all the time. Brings back that old Princess Bride. Remember when they're going on the ship? Fezzik. Are there rocks ahead? If there are, we all would be dead. Quiet, I made it. Anybody want a peanut? Andre the Giant, what a great guy. He was awesome. You grab the bearish move in the pound. Charm. Yeah. Really doesn't want to cause any harm. Sorry, I got the whole movie playing in my head now. British pound on the down, he says. You had a nice little discount? Yeah. You're right at the edge of that right there, Derek. And you're looking at 50% of this range. If you're looking for 50% of the range, that'll put you right back in the consequent encroachment of this city. But you've already touched the top of it, so just beware that that's all you could need just to see that go higher. From an hourly perspective, anyway. I don't know what time frame you're trading on, but you don't want to see it run back up into this candle's half its wick. That's it. You want to see that. You should just see a retracement so you can see a continuation on the downside. You haven't hit 50% just yet, so. Yep, that's why I'm out now. Grabbed a dozen pips or so. Good for you. Put some change in your pocket. Pay for a bag of teas, man. That's what you got to do. You get a bag of teas for free, I'm sure. So we're still waiting for something to happen here. It's 7:30, 7:23 Canada Mountain Time. 7 minutes away from the open. Now I want to see this get some legs here on the daily. Right inside the middle of this zone here. We're still in the discount portion. We got to get above Monday's. Got to get above Monday's midnight open range to get back to 50%. Yeah, you got to get right to midnight open. Midnight open on Monday is equilibrium of this larger range right here. It's all overlapping. It's good encroachment here and that one. It's all around the 50% of this largest range that we've been in now since August 11th, I think it is. 11th or 12th. What is that? Let me give you the accurate date here. 13th. 13th of August till now. the low created on August 20th, that whole week and a bit. There's the midpoint. We want to try and at least make our way back into that. Why is 3 a.m. important? I think it's because Mark's been looking at it for a while and it hasn't been on our radar, but um, lately it's been tagging. You can't deny his 3 a.m. candle. It's got some interesting features to it. So I can't discount it. I have to kind of, that's what the whole community is about, right? Coming up with new ideas or coming up with something like Michael mentions in passing as a fleeting comment in Twitter, and someone like Abs obsesses over it for years, and then it becomes a standard area that we look at. The 6 a.m. candle becomes a standard area we look at now. And Abs brought that to our attention. He was looking at that for years, and multiple times he had sent it into the community, and people were like, yeah, that sounds interesting. That sounds cool. But once you really study it and have a look at it, you see that 6 a.m. candle is a very big candle, a very important candle. And now this 3 a.m. candle seems to be another one. I can't deny it. And I like the idea of that mean threshold right there of the 3 a.m. candle. You just nailed it perfectly. It's an interesting data point. And now I've seen dividing that 3 a.m. candle into quarters and looking at key levels inside that 3 a.m. candle and see how they line up with other important data points that we're looking for. And the overlap we're getting starts to really pique my interest in. So I don't know if Michael's talked about that. I'd have to ask Mark that, or I'd have to check on the AI, the Michael AI, the ICT index, and see if that is something he's mentioned in passing again in the past, because sometimes it gives little nuggets, little teasers, and then doesn't come back to them, or comes back to them years later. And meanwhile, you got guys like Abs that are all over it, right? They just hear something, you go, what did you just say that? And they back it up and write that down. And then they go down the rabbit hole. And believe me, I've been down the rabbit holes so often, and you start to find some really interesting, because it forces you to have to study the charts and then test your theory, right? It was like my whole Tibbs thing. Once I got a hold of that and then started testing it and back testing it and making bots to go back through time and look for specific data points, it became, okay, now I'm going to test this on a fractal level. If I've got this as something that works truly algorithmically, it should work on all time frames, all asset classes, any chart that produces, that's in the market, that produces candles and runs on the algorithm. I should get similar results. And totally random stocks and bonds, commodities, anything. And then I tested it and was like, holy crap, that works. So now I know that Tibbs is something that you could use in any time frame, any asset class. It's a little more complicated, but and it requires a lot more finicky touch, especially at these lower levels. But on the higher levels, it works pretty good. And the reason I like this Mark's 3 a.m. candle is it's definitely one of my Tibbs candles too. All right, here we're getting the climb. It's the climbing up and climber. The often climber is often climbing. There's the premium box hit. Now I want to see if we start driving this puppy higher. Nope. It's kind of, this is, I look at as going like kind of, it's pointing the way where it wants to go. There's the 830 again. Now I'd like to see this really get some legs and start punching here. Let me start using this level here as support. The only one he has confirmed is the invisible fair value gap. Now first presentation fair value gap. That's right. You used to call that the invisible fair value gap. That's right. And now he calls it the first presentation. That's right. Abs came up with that one too. And now that's a standard thing. Everybody does first presentation. It's actually in little cheat things now, right? Or cheat things. In indicators, people put them all in there. You were playing with that thing for years before we started putting that in 6 months ago. So now my stop loss is just going to break even. I'll let that run now. Is NQ really sitting as a doji on the 1 hour chart? How pathetic is that? So this has been worked. I just want to see this accelerate through here now. Like you just want to see it punch right through here, get into this midnight open range, and then catch this as a retap. Get through this bull trap. Nice aggressive candle. Just keep driving hard now. And then reverse, come back into here and use this imbalance right here as the line in the sand. It'll line up with this candle, this imbalance, hold high, inside the breaker, inside the bull trap. It doesn't trigger, you jump over it and just start pushing higher. That's ideally what I'd like to see. On the 1 minute chart, you see how we've accelerated through here, here, here. All those little bull traps are all broken. We just keep running through them. And then you look for, do we retest them? This one here, you retested it here. You finally pop through it on that candle. You retested it on the next candle. Then this one breaks through this one. And it's retested again right here. Now I want to see that one break through here and look at all of this. No, this one here. I want to see that no more than that get taken on the downside. So we're getting a big rundown. That's testing that first presentation fair value gap, and I'll start pushing higher. I don't want to see it run through it, find support at it, and keep coming back down lower now. So I want to see that, see what kind of reaction we get out of here. That's a nice little kicker. Start running higher. Good morning, Russell. I want this to be a really big range day today. I want to see it run for these highs, and that's my target objective up there. I don't want to see all that. Back to this order block here, consolidation. Right, it's 79% off from trade entry. Right inside that mean threshold of this candle. Traded through it, came back into it, came lower. It's not what we wanted to see. So we're up $3,000 and we make 90 bucks. So now I've got to see it get back above that first presentation now. Bull trap holds in place, snap shut, right off the rejection block. Did not pay myself at rejection block. See that? Had I paid myself at rejection block and moved that little move to break even, could have paid myself a chunk there, right at that high, and look at that retracement. Could have walked out with a bit more money there. Now I'm looking at this wick. That puts me right back in this little imbalance over here. Just ran up this liquidity here. Let's see if we can get back in above here. Get back in sync with this. D wants it to come back now that we've swept these lows. Taking the highs, taking the lows. Want to come back down, tap that 830 and go higher. May not get that now, Hadid. Maybe just keep taking off from here. So we ran this liquidity out. Well, you never know. You never know. Didn't quite come back to that first presentation. Layer in response here. Let's use 6 a.m. here. Now we've closed above that level. Use this candle here and this little imbalance. I like the mean threshold of that candle. That'd be nice to see that just hold and take off. Along there. So we can get to 8:30. You're 8:30 a day. See a retest at 456. That'll take out all of these lows. 456. I'll put you right back into this area here. And there's 4, 5, 6. Let's see if we take this see where this candle closes. Takes these lows here. Let's close below. Chase it over back up to my exit there. I'm on the wrong side of that. So run back into here. So we can see this roll over and come lower. That's a quick way to mitigate if you're on the wrong side. Wait for it to close and say I'm on the wrong side. If it can come back into that, give you a chance to unload your position before going lower. That's what I was trying to do there. And now we're going lower. So forget that high for now. Look for a retest of this and that little imbalance down here. And we have this yet to be filled. Now I want to see if we get back through this level after sweeping these lows now. Let's see if we can get back into above here. If not, we have a continuation on the downside, and we're looking for this to fill now. If we close below here on the 15-minute or the hourly, where are we at here? The macro is beginning now. So if we close below 456 now and stay below that, then I'm looking for that level for at least some support there to come lower. We're above this level now. Let's get back through this consolidation. There's the retest of your highs and lows have been taken out there, Hadi. You can come back and give that little test right there. Look at the change in direction here. Immediate rebalance. I'm going to go 2 there. And 2 there. If I'm wrong, we're going to close below here. I want to see a portion of this stay open. Yeah, it is another choppy day. If we suddenly start to get a run down here now, I'm back into this hourly. This seems to be waiting to get filled. So I'm going to manage the stop loss tight. We've already worked this. I don't see it come back in there. You want to see it accelerate out of here now. I'm below the mean threshold of this candle now that it's been validated. And that's where I want to stay. And I'm playing off of these 830 idea concept of highs, lows have been taken. Come back, retest it, go higher. Now this premium level, box to box, has been hit. Now I want to see if this level holds price, along with our first presentation fair value gap, holding price, and start pushing higher again. Get back up on top of the 6 a.m. candle, and not just use it to chop around in here. Just stay on the horse and just check where you're at. Stop loss is going to come up into. I don't want to see it get below here now. I want to see a portion of this deal. Otherwise, you're starting to get into just choppy, and you get this candle's high and it's open. And I don't want to see it coming back down there, but look at the chops been going on. I want that first presentation to hold. And we want to see some acceleration here through the mean threshold of this candle and take out that 6 a.m. Institutional workflow entry drill. %, 6 a.m. That's it, right there. You come down, if you come back and tap that amount, take the 1200 and move to the side. That 6 a.m. candle, half that consequent encroachment. I don't want to see another candle start to rip through here. So now this, half this wick becomes important. We get above that high, then I'll move my stop loss below that wick. I want to see this candle provide support. So I want to see it close above it and use it as support to push through this immediate rebalance right here. It's got to get some legs. It's already starting to not act the way I want it to act. It's like it wants to come north, so I'm out. It's holding there. I'll wait for it to get back above this level right here. Just take that piece to there. Realizing how much I appreciate the mature approach to trading using the concept without hype, crazy fees, and actual expertise that is expected from alumni. Realizing how much I appreciate the mature nature to trade using the concepts without hype, crazy fees, and actual expertise that is expected from alumni. I'm not quite sure what you're getting at, whether that's a compliment or what, Vittorio. And Dubik, thank you, sir. Or ma'am, I'm not sure who that is, but thank you. So there's the 50%. We already wicked through it. It's not acting the way I want it to act, so I'm going to wait for this to get above here now. Let me get back in sync with it. Bodies are still respecting the mean threshold or consequent encroachment of that wick. I don't like the fact that we wicked through the wick. On this body, we didn't get a body above this candle. I wanted to see some intention to get up here and use this as leverage to push higher and get through the mean threshold of this up close candle here. It's holding price back, so I'm waiting because we could be just bouncing around inside here for a bit. So in order to see range extension, you got to see a break above 508 and then look for range extension. We're still back inside this busy here right now. Again, I don't like the wicks. Clean is when it just comes back and taps it and then leaves with intention. So we can get a body above here now. Pretty sure it's a complement theta. Oh, okay. Thanks, Vittorio. I wasn't quite sure how that what your comment was about. I didn't read well for me, but I didn't know. I didn't. Thank you. Anyway, if it's a compliment, thank you. 15-minute fair value gap is so far. Russell, indeed it is. I didn't like what we left for 15. Well, you've got this immediate rebalance. We've traded above it. Then you have this SIBI. We traded above it. We've come back inside it, found support. Then you're looking for this premium to get taken. The premium has been taken, found support, and we're pushing higher. So I'm looking for range extension above this mean threshold here. Look for a retap of this here, and I'll start pushing higher. It's too wicky for me right now. I want to see this level get taken. There's our bull trap sitting right there, and you see that little level right there? That's the 6 a.m. level as well on that 15-minute or 1 hour chart. We have that volume imbalance. We keep banging into it. You got to get on top of that volume imbalance to find some support at it. And then we'll get a body breakthrough here, come back. Again, we want to see a big explosion candle through here. His comment means you're a professional teacher with no hype, not trying to sell anything, just trying to help people. Oh, thank you. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to hype anything, except ICT's given us a bunch of really cool tools and techniques. And if we stay on the horse, you see how it's just getting all wicky and choppy in here? It's becoming high resistance, right? It's not giving you a clean tap and go kind of, we're getting into this wicky kind of look to it. Wait, just wait for something clean. Like, don't be keen to jump on something. Just wait, give it a clean entry, and stay on the horse, man. There's that mean threshold. See how we're kind of banging in there? The last up close candle. We need to see buy side liquidity. Don't we to balance out. Yeah, we got lots of relative equal highs above us now. So there's a little candy land, a little cheddar up there just above us at 520. So far, so far this premium box is holding price well. So discount, premium, you're above premium. Technically, we're looking for range extension now. We're looking for rejection block, old high. And this is kind of really crappy bouncing around in here, but that's what we're looking for. Technically, it looks like a range extension. So unless we trade back through this level on the close, we're expecting to see this rejection block and old high get taken. At that undeniable sense of calm that I don't see with many other traders that trade live on YouTube. Thanks, Russell. I haven't watched too many other YouTube traders. I look at their stuff and I go, oh, it's sitting right there. You look at that little fair value gap. That's there you to get your support. Here we go. Come on up. Give us a rejection block. So again, that's that whole, can you weather all this emotional stuff here, this chop, to stay on target and aim for your rejection block, hold high, and allow for the range to continue to extend higher. Now you may only see a wick pop up in there, but that is part of the rule. When the premium is taken, look for range extension. You want the mean threshold to give way, and then rejection block, hold high, and then see if we get a body above here. We get our fair value gap. You want to see half that. Then we have that graded response we talk about when we get above here. So we're looking for, so you know when I'm saying I want to see that extension, right? That big pop through here candle with intention, right? And then create a little fair value gap above there. So we have a fair value gap that occurs above the old high. That's more positive. This whole constant bashing back and forth with this rejection or this mean threshold still holding price, even though we're wicking into it, we're drilling. So we're slowly weakening it. You want to see it just get blasted through. So again, not acting the way we want it to act. So just move to the sidelines and wait. I was trying to push the weights yesterday. Trying to relive my 20s and my 30s when I was at the fire hall working out. When you're in your 60s, it doesn't work out the same way. I'll tell you. Bench press is nowhere near what it used to be. Not even half. So, you know, and you're there with your wife, so you try to impress her. She's like, stop, you're going to hurt yourself. Yeah, but don't you think I'm cool? Says, no, you look like an idiot. You're going to hurt yourself. Don't forget your aneurysm. It's like, oh, yeah, the old aneurysm in the brain. I forgot about that. You can't push too much heavy weight. See how the mean threshold's holding? It's just holding us back right now. So just wait for something clean. We look, we already took out a fair number of lows. Telling Derek it's breakfast time is what it's doing. English muffin and honey for you. Oh, nice. The honey must be so sweet. Are you starting to sell your honey now, Derek? Now we've lifted our tariffs, you might as well start selling it in Canada. Um, we need the market carrot too. Oh yes, the market carrot. Let us put up the carrot where we expect the carrot to go. The carrot will shift. You're going to give it a little sniff of the carrot first. Here, smell the carrot. There you go. Get a little nibble. And now we'll move it up here. Give it some motivation. Carrot and a stick, man. It's our theme. Some people say, why do you have a stupid carrot on the as your theme or your picture on your with the money in its hand? Like what? That doesn't make sense. Well, yeah, well, stick around, man. There's a theme to everything. Right? You're either chasing the carrot or you're being beaten by the stick, right? We prefer the carrot. And that's just staying on the horse, staying on the donkey, chasing the carrot. That's where we're headed. The stick is down here, and then we'll change from stick, and then we'll move back into carrot when we get below this level right here. So all the time we're in the premium portion, and this premium box is holding. I want to see that carrot get tagged. First one's going to be right in here at the rejection block. Stop in crude oil green. Good for you, Craig. I get to bench 170 pounds after I turn 67. Nice. That's a pretty good weight. I figure if you can still bench close to your body weight, you're doing really, really well. And if you're 300 pounds and you could bench press 150, half your body weight's pretty good. No one cares about old men bench press except us. That's true. Greg, you're a pro with crude trades. In that we only have 2 hives. We don't have that much to sell. We have sold some, and of course, given some to family members, but Derek needs some for winter as well, hibernation. So you just use the honey to feed the bees? Like, where do you keep the bees in the wintertime? Like, when it gets cold, you must have to have them in a relatively, there's our carrot hit right there. All right, now here she goes. This is what we're looking for, right? We're looking for that displacement above. So our carrot's been hit. Our next objective's up there. I want to see this create a fair value gap above this level. So we've got a body above here. Come back, give that a little tap. I'll put 2 there. I want to see this whole candle here now, whole price. My stop loss will go below that, 1 tick below that low. And I'll just load up more on here. Right to that mean threshold right there. I'll put 1 there. Now I want to see the 6 a.m. candle hold. And I'm going to put it just below the first presentation again. That's not what you want to see. You're right back into this box again. That's a huge deep dive down in there. So you got to give it the first presentation and that 1 more tap. Did not want to see the 50% of that giveaway. we get a body break below here, that's just a stop run, and now we've got a continuation back down lower. So that'll take me out here. And that wick off there, you don't want to see that. That's going to come back and get me now. Eat right through that mean threshold, right back to the mean threshold, and keep going lower. I can see it coming. So now you have to wait for market structure, break above an old high, or get back through here. And that's already wicked through this one as well. So even if you had your stop loss sitting down in here, it still would have got you. What is this? I'm just double checking where I could have gone wrong there. 62%. No, still would have got you. It's got to get back through here now. There's where chop will get you, man. Stop run. No, that's a high resistance. So I would expect to see this run down deeper into this range now. Where are we at? 6 a.m. If we can travel through here and here all in one candle and close above there, then we're running higher. 3 candles or 3 data points in one candle. Expect rejection, half the wick and the high. I don't like those wicks either. They're crappy here on the hourly 15-minute. Yep. Look at that. Right chop right through it. This one's nice. Oh no, that's terrible. See how that ran through that level? And then that wick came back through everything. Took out the premium. Then all of a sudden it get back in sync. Did this nice little tap and then went higher. This was a nice candle. This was your 945. Ugly, ugly candle. That was a chopper. So now you want to see if this candle right at 498 now comes back and finds some support right there. 498. And what is 498 in here? 499. And what's the midpoint? Doesn't really line up with anything that I can see in there except 498. I'd like to see us check here. It's nothing on a 1-minute chart for me to look at there. The 5-minute is in a chop zone. Here's 6 a.m. support. We're digging into this mean threshold again. Watch this go higher. And see all these wicks, all these attempts to go higher. I want one to go, we caught this one here to go higher. Stop loss was here, came back, took us out. It wanted this one to go higher. Stop loss was here, came back, took us out. Okay, and it still keeps going higher. So these are the ones where you beat yourself up over my stop loss placement, but it's a logical, for me, it's a logical place for stop loss to be. And this wick coming back and taking me out. Cost of doing business, man. I don't think there's anything I've done wrong. It's just this wicks are just coming back a little too far for me. I'm looking for some precise levels I don't want to see taken out. Now, if you just go by the bodies and not worry about the wicks do the damage and the wicks take me out. But the bodies are still respecting the levels that I'm looking for. The wicks just do the damage, and now we're going to continue pushing. See how we've closed above the mean threshold here? Come back to I'm just eyeballing this here, 519. 519 to go higher. Look for rejection block. Where's my carrot? Rejection block again. And then we're looking for up here. I'll put you on the big screen, but I'm done for now. Took the small bullish to yesterday's close and then another one to the highs and left. That's it for me in this price action. Smart. Okay, out of crude. Let's see what you brilliant indice traders are doing. There you go. There's the, now I'm looking for here. Tap this old high here. Yes, the crude is so dirty. Get so yucky with MQ. You stay clean with while losing money. Kind of win to lose. $537 is next. 547. Immediate rebalance. See, this is just not acting the way I want it to act. It's right back to the mean threshold there. That's good. That's fine. I can take that. I don't want to see it close below that right here, right there. That immediate rebalance right here at 508. What are we at here? The squabblers? Yeah. 17, 18, 19, so 2021. There's a little imbalance right there. Right there. And you want to see some get some legs, get out of here. Let's have a look at that. Oh, it just ran over my toe. Ouch. There's a nice little entry there for you, Craig. Your long entry. So this high is taken here, body closes above it. You come back inside it here, tap it, you go long, takes out this candle here, you come back, find support at that candle, push higher. Yeah, this is a long now from the 15-minute perspective. I like that. So far, so good for a long. Are you still long in this, Craig? If you went long on that earlier, you were talking about going long on it. So yeah, I support you now, man. Good for you. If you caught this off this little consolidation displacement candle, came back into CAM Model 1 for continuation on a 5-minute, that works for me. You want to see this level right here get broken to the upside. It does. Comes back and finds support at it and then pushes higher. See that right there? So Craig, if you're still in oil, trade above it, come back into it, keep pushing higher. I like oil long. I like oil long, Craig. And where would I put the carrot, you say? Where would you put the carrot, you say? Right there. If you can get through that carrot onto the other side of the carrot, start pushing higher, I'm all for that. There you go. There's the carrot. Now let's, our next objective is that open and then this higher here. Look at that. No bodies broke it. Range extension. Took a while to get there. Broke through it, came back. All kept coming into it. Finally broke the high. Got the right intentions of going higher today. And we have multiple jumps in to go higher. Just keep coming back and taking us out. So if you guys have got the patience, much more patience than I do, to hold on to these changes and swings in direction, and then just catch that and leave it alone and let, you know, weather through all this stuff. Michael's really good at this. He's amazing at just kind of, you know, I got my direction, I know where it's going. I'm not going to get thrown off. I'm just going to let that sit there. I'm going to keep my stop loss down here, and I'm not going to be pulling it up and chasing it and all that stuff. I'm just going to let it sit. I'm going to sit there and negative stop loss, and I'm going to let that baby ride because I trust where it's going to go. So again, I'm looking for right up in here, 600 and something. So we hit that first objective, which is that Monday's midnight open range. Now you don't want to see any breaks in structure down here. You want to see this busy hold price, keep going higher. Oh, you're out now. Finally getting the move. Was long off of the last candle. Got my 35 cents. Out now. 11 points. Need a pullback. I've taken a few losses with this price action, but I'm long and hoping to get a nice run. There's a 1 minute fair value gap. This is holding good. Oh, see that keep pushing them. Trading crude in my account and in my take profit trader account, slow, steady gains there. I would like to, like an indice trade setup to make some of my funded accounts, funded futures, sure. Russell, slow and steady is the only way to win the race in trading. Probably Thursday or Friday with red folder news. Y'all amaze me in here. There's the midnight open candle. To the tick, if you haven't paid yourself. That was one of my first objectives, bait. It got me. And you saw multiple times it got me there. Let's keep going. Now, what I'd like to see here, Hadi. Oh, you put up there already yet? I want to see a pullback at 11 o'clock. Now, the question is, where do we want to see a pullback to? I'd like to see a pullback into the 6 a.m. candle. We could pull back to 6 a.m. candle. Okay, an interesting little idea here. 574 is your target. Yeah, I see what you're looking at there, Hadi, in the hourly. What's DAX up to? Inside that level? And see if this coffee trade continues to pan out or if it takes me out there. That's a 4-hour candle, so we're going to wait quite a while for that. Gold hit our discount box. And we had premium discount right there. So we're just kind of bouncing around inside there on the 15-minute chart. That's why you sit on gold, do nothing with gold. And so far, we're doing nothing in Bitcoin. Oil has hit the objective we're looking for right here. That's the first one. Lovely. Now I want to see if this holds price right off that carrot there is what I'm looking at right there. So if you push these apart, you'll see there's a little imbalance right here. That's what we're hitting. And now I want to see if this pushes through that. So I want to see if that carrot, we get on the other side of the carrot and push higher. But that's nailing the carrot there. So if we fail now and start taking out this candle here at 64.06 on a close, then I'm looking for mean threshold. And if we take that and we come back, find support at that, I want to see these lows. And now we start to see a reverse. So all we did was just come back up into this first candle to the left. So whenever you see this, you'll go, where's the first bullish candle to the left? It's right there. We need to get above that for continuation on the upside. And so you'd have to be above 64.33 on a close, and then use this as support to go higher. The mean threshold you don't want to see get taken. You don't want to see that little volume imbalance here. You want to use that as support to go higher before you hit this mean threshold. And if you do, great. Look for the wick, and then they're targeting this next one up here. Otherwise, this is just a run back up into a bull trap, roll over, and come back down. So I want to see this climb up on top of the carrot now. Lean piggies, look at them little squealers off and running. They're off and running. So you see, this is the same thing. I'm going to put this here just because I just explained it to you in oil, and I want you to see if you can see it here. I'll take a moment before I explain it. Look right here, and what I just explained to you in oil, I want you to see if you can see it here now, and you can see why this candle is a money maker. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like I just explained to you, we have a SIBI right here, so we have lows that are taken. We have a body that breaks above this, and then it breaks above the candle to the left. So there's your SIBI. You look for that bullish candle to the left. And if we take that on a close, don't worry about the SIBI. Look at the bull candle here. We ran through straight through this because we wanted to see a body break above here. And because this candle makes the top of the SIBI, you got to use that candle. If this candle's body runs through both of them, take the last one, which is right here, and you see a retracement back into the wick, the mean threshold of the wick, or constant encroachment of the wick, the close, and then the mean threshold of the body. So entry 1, entry 2, right there on the wick, and then run higher. So for the last 8 hours or so, that's the run, and you'll pay yourself at that high. Then you wait for this high to get taken with a bold candle. And if it takes that candle and this candle out to the left, right, there's your SIBI. You'd have to look at this, or your BISI, you have to look at this. You have a SIBI BISI overlap. So you want to see this body right here, close above it, come back and find support right there at 92.125. I'll put it in here. I want to see that whole price right there. So this has got to close. Come back, find support off of this, and then start pushing higher, take out these highs, and we're aiming for this next target up here. If you get above that, we're looking for these relative equal highs, and then we're looking for this target. When you get above that, we're looking for that target. Okay? Exactly what I just talked about in oil. So this becomes the next price leg for me. If we break above, if this takes me out, get back in sync with it to go higher, then this change in direction all the way up to 378.2. I'm okay with that. You can probably load another one on there, and if it closes above there, at that mean threshold, I'm out. I'm on the wrong side of it. I'll take the loss and then wait for the bodies to close above this high and then start catching that. So another leg higher. Because sometimes you got to look at, you can't catch, you got, in order to be on the horse, I'm on the horse for a short right now. So this just looks like, forget about ignoring this stuff. You just got to stay focused on that level right there. If it closes above that, then we're back to Sibi or Bissy, and then this Sibi gets taken to the upside. When you've got two that are in contrast to one another, the one that's supported is this one fails, and this one becomes the important one if we close above that level. That fails, that supports. Get back on the horse, go higher. And then if it trades back through this level and through that level again, you got to wait for market structure shift. Otherwise, you're just going to get beat up in here in a consolidation. So it came back up into this level. So now this is the level you want to see. Does it support price when we come lower? Or do we pop back through here, find support at this, and then start running higher again? We're back through this level. This is what we're looking for around 11 o'clock or so, right off that midnight open. There's that level I'm looking at there. Now, it's right on the money there now. You're looking for a long in wheat. Wheat. Oh, wheat. Where's wheat? So we trade below that level right there, come back into it, tap it, now pushing lower. That's the same thing we're looking for over there in coffee, right? So it traded below this level. We wanted to see it come back in, tap it, and go lower. It's pulling back deeper into that range. Like it could do this all the way to the top of that, like that candle's doing right there, that wick. See how that wick is respecting it? Right here. Taps it and then goes lower. That's what I'm looking for in coffee. This exact same thing right here without all the chop, obviously, but I'm allowing it to come all the way up to the top of that level that we're looking at in right there. That's the level where I'm allowing it to come to. And just what you saw right there, that's what I'm allowing it to do. And then also, so this could be a big bull candle that we're looking for in coffee as well, and it taps that, then all of a sudden reacts and comes back lower. That's what I'm looking for further continuation. So now we've got this level is broken. We've come back up inside it. Now I'm looking for a skip to continue, and we've traded below this little level right here. So I'm checking the theory out. I want to see that come lower now. And according to our guy, I should see that on a 15-minute chart. We'll see where that 15-minute chart goes in the next 3 minutes. If the 15-minute chart closes below there. So I'm looking for this hoodie. Would be nice to see it come back to here. And then look for a setup for a long. Yeah, we want to see a fair value gap down here. This is too choppy for me to really get a decent turn on for higher prices. One more minute. Is there a 15-second chart there? Okay. Yeah, the 15-second chart showing your reversal. I like that right there for a long. Stop loss, I have to go below that low. And we want 37 more seconds to see if that closes above here on a 1-minute chart or a 15-minute chart. It does. 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay, good. So far the theory's working out. Now I want to see this level here, hold price. Now I'm just going to go to that's not a place I want to be. I'll come back and tap me out right there. Let's just go here. What the hell? Leave it there. Just ran that high up. I didn't pay myself there. Should have paid myself there. I'm going to see if this holds price. I don't want to be below, just below this key level here. And this has nothing to do with these here right now. Okay, no, wait. That's where I ran the highs out here, and it's already digging too much into this. I see it pop up here, come back one more time, tap that. I'd like to see that go higher. So the next level is to see what we get here. So I'm looking at right here at the, that's a 15-second box to box. That's not really the immediate rebalance though. So there's the tap of that level. And I'll see if we just dip into here. Let's see if that's along there. Stop loss would be just below here. Get into that mean threshold of that candle. That's along. I'm going to go to break even plus the cost of the trade. That's along right there. Mean threshold, pay yourself one there. That's a mean threshold right here. So pay yourself inside that range. If you can get above here, let the rest ride. Now let's see, just get above here and I'll take out these highs again. So the 15-second is off this mean threshold, came back here, said that was a long. You see this SIBI get broken to the upside, that's a long. takes out this candle here and that candle there, comes back, taps it, keeps going higher, mean threshold. Now I want to see this hold price, otherwise it'll come back. I've already taken half off there. Inside range, internal range liquidity hunt, that's all it is. It's just a quick one inside here. Now I want to see if this mean threshold holds price. If it doesn't, then it'll take me out. So done. Now I just sit there and wait, get out of this consolidation. I didn't see that real quick. This one right there, turn in direction, come back up, give it a little kiss. And now you're deeper inside this range. Now I want to see this level here get taken to the upside. Or this get revisited down here. So I'm kind of sitting right there. To here. Look at that, nailed it. Box to box, internal range liquidity. Now you want to see it take that box out because it's compressing now. Compress, 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 and then it's got to bust out of here or here. That's a 15-second chart. So watch that level. Right there. There to there. And notice how we're still staying above this one here on the 15-minute chart. I'm bullish all the time. We're above that level right there. And we have 8 more minutes to stay above, on a close, above this level. We could run all the way down into here and give this a kiss. Keep coming higher. And as long as that 15-minute chart stays above that level. What does NVIDIA tell you today? Walter Disney. Bodies are respecting our level here. What did you say it was? NVIDIA? NVD? NVIDIA. Wow, look at all that back in April when it was The all-time low. April into May. I tell you, it's a beautiful thing. We have a high taken, traded back into, that would have been too far for me. Wait for this level here to get taken to the upside, comes back. Nope, doesn't even give you a kiss there. Wait for this to get taken. It does right here. You don't get a retest. Goes higher. Look at this candle to the left. And your next SIBI takes it on the upside. You come back inside that candle. And then you can go long there. Aiming for here. Closes above it. And you want to see this level here. Find support. It does. You come back inside it. You go higher. Takes this high now. You want to see that high close above it. It does. You want to see that candle used as support. It does. Keeps going higher. Come back. Find support at old highs. Institutional order flow entry drill. Start pushing higher. CAM model 3, or sorry, your take profit model 3. You do not close below this level. Keep pushing higher. Take this high here. You trade back into that candle's wick. Goes higher, takes the high. Change in direction. And now we've got overlapping arrays. So you've got here to here. Stretch this out. The upside one is right here. The downside one is here. So you want to see this close above this level and take out this candle. See the SIBI? Takes out a low. See the SIBI? Take that out there on a close. And then the candle to the left of it is this guy right here. You've got to see it close above that level, come back, tap it, and go higher. And then your stop loss just sits below here. Because if it takes out your mean threshold, it's running deeper into this range. That's how I would look at NVIDIA. So we're going to do that. I'm going to match it, pop it out here so you guys can see why these levels are important. So over the next few, what are we, these are days, right? So over the next week or so, as we look at NVIDIA unfold, I want you to see this. No, I don't want anybody to take a trade on this device. I just want you to show you this. As we have now got a SIBI, and I'll put this in a slightly different color so you can see it, because they are touching now, because the candle that makes the SIBI is that's our SIBI. Oops. This is our change in direction, okay? This candle right here, this one's buried inside this, so you have to kind of use this bigger one. Right to there. This is the breaker. I'll call this one the breaker. This is the breaker that takes this low. Okay, so that now becomes support. If we can get above here, why did I trade that? I wasn't supposed to be trading that just yet. I don't know why that's it. So let me get this out of here. I don't want these, and I don't want to take a trade there yet. So this is the potential bull trap. If you don't close above here, like with an intent candle. Come back, find support at this candle. It's high, it's close, or its mean threshold. You want to see that just keep going higher. So your stop loss will be sitting down in here, and I want to see that sucker go higher. But it's got to get above there. If it just stops here, comes up to the rejection block, hits it, then rolls over and comes back down again, look for a run back into here. If it closes below 17549, then look for a run lower. So that's where I'm sitting right now. Bullish. We get through here, really bullish for more upside. That's what I've been looking for in NVIDIA. What does NVIDIA tell you? They report tomorrow. Could you look at Dow Jones? Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones. There's our bull trap. We've come up inside it. Look at that. Tap once, tap twice. We've tried twice to get back through the city, and it's failed once, failed twice, and it's failing again. So we have not got a body above this level, because this immediate rebalance right here, I like that for a long to the mean threshold, to the here and your old high. Done. Okay. Inside this range now, you have to see this level here give way, and that candle to the left. I want to see that high get broken if you want to come back into that range. Otherwise, we're still short. I'm short on this until we break this candle sign. I was long for 5-minute fair value gap. You were long on that, Eddie? There's your 5-minute. Now that we traded below that level right there, as soon as it comes back into it right at 528, and I want to look for right here. See how the bodies are trading below this? That's a short from there. And I want to see this mean threshold hold price. I want to see this hold price here. If it closes above that midnight candle on the close, like that, you get out because I'm on the wrong side of it. Now you're looking for a long. All we're going to do here, that's looking for a long. See what I mean? Get on the wrong side of it. You're like, oh, no, I'm on the wrong side. Get out. Now you're on the right side. Now you're going to see this hold price here and push back into this premium box here. There's 28 on the 5-minute chart. You want to see it tap there, and I want to see it roll over. The 5-minute wants to see it go lower. This just traded back inside this range. I want to see it close below this this low here. Then I can see it could get back in sync with the higher time frame. Wants to go lower. You want to see that confirmed right here. Take out that candle right there at 520. What am I seeing on the 15-minute chart? I don't see anything on the 15-minute chart that, unless I'm looking over here somewhere. We hit this mean threshold of this up close candle right here, and it's holding price. It's holding price at the midnight. It's holding price in the consequent encroachment of the minute open range. And this breaker you're looking at right here, you want to see it hold price and keep going higher. But your 5 minute is showing your change in direction already. So if this is going to hold, you want to see your 5 minute get taken to the upside at 5:35 on a close to confirm your higher time frame estimation that that's going to hold price. So I do see the conflict there. One says I'm going lower, but am I just going lower into this breaker before going higher? Well, if that's the case, then wait for this here to get taken to the upside, or wait for market structure, again, shift and use this bullish candle here as support to go higher. On a 1 minute chart, you want to see it break right here, your premium box for range extension. Then you know you're above your 5 and you're off and away. So if we break there, the 5 minutes going to hold to go lower. And if we break there, that supports your 15-minute idea of this one here holding price. If that makes sense. So that midnight candle, today's midnight candle, how much it's is that midnight candle? No, it's not. It's just, oh, that was that extra 15-minute area I'm looking at. If you're wondering what this is, this dotted line is here, it's the 3 a.m. consequent encroachment data point. And look at how important it is. Look at how many times we bang around on it. Is it important? I'm starting to think it is. How many times do you need your meta program run to convince yourself that that's an important level? And you saw me draw that out way over while it was up here. Look at the number of times that spot's been hit. Crazy. Crazy from feeling so blue. This is like coffee, right? We've traded below it. We went through it on the upside. So if you go below it and above it, you got to wait for a structure break. Then you're back below it again. You're back into it. Now are we going lower? Who knows? You've had conflict, went higher, went back through it, go lower. So once it's done that range extension, it's traded through it, and then did a range extension, then you look and go, okay, there's high resistance. Didn't take it out there. This is low resistance now. We've traded back through that level. We've come back into it. Now I'm looking for this to keep coming lower. I'm looking right here at 500. See how that level's now been traded through? So I want to see if this right up to that midnight open holds price and we go lower now. I want to see that hold and come lower. If it runs back up through there, look at that little smaller internal range liquidity. You're already over 50% right there. And again, you're not trying to hunt entries here. There's 50%. You're not trying to hunt entries. I just want you to see, stay on the horse here. Stay inside these tight ranges. Because this would be no different if this was a daily chart. You'd be like, oh, okay, I want to see it close below that low, that immediate rebalance on that side. Come back, get some support at that. It did trade below there. It came back. Bodies are respecting it. And now tap it. I want to see that go lower now. And stop loss will go just above that candle's breaker right here. That little swing point takes out that high. I want to see that breaker hold price. We're going to come lower. Pay yourself at that low. I've only got one on there. So it's really tight. But anyway, I'm looking for a run on this low here. If I take that low out, I'll move to break even and then see if it keeps going lower. And we're getting into 11 o'clock now. It's break-even time. Took out the low. I only had one on there, otherwise you'd pay yourself, move to break-even. That's always an objective, to reach for an old low. There may be one coffee at a time, man, but again, this super tight data points we're looking at here. If it comes back through that level and through that SIBI above us and through the midnight open, look for that market structure shift above here. This breaker and this little breaker, they're overlapping. So you want to see it. See how it's come back in a retest of this immediate rebalance again. Test, test. Now, this candle you get going on here now, you don't want to see that. If you want to go lower, you don't want to see this retesting over and over and over again at that level. And this level right here, you want to see it accelerate through here and go lower. Or if you're still supporting the idea of that going higher, Hadi, you want to see this candle's mean threshold hold. And see how you've already wicked through the mean threshold of that one? So the idea starts to get weaker of that going higher if we start to chip into this breaker more. So and then you watch it on a 1 minute chart and you go, oh, look at how choppy that is. It's not clean enough at all. So if you're bullish, you want to see this break to the upside and then take this. Now this breaker, it's sitting inside this big ass breaker right here. We trade below it, and now we're coming back up inside this whole thing. It's got to get above here. I'm going to start changing my mind on that. My wife was saying, why are you wearing your Jack Skellington shirt? It's not Halloween yet. And I said, well, I'm not going to be here for Halloween, so we have to get used to little Jack Skellington in the summertime, man. I love this shirt. It's a cool guy. I was going to paint it on his shirt if I couldn't find him. So and imagine if this was all day charts. How frustrated you'd be in a day chart here. We still have an overall objective to keep coming lower, and we're still supporting price to go lower. But this is like high resistance. And you can see right here how that is all still holding back price. It's heavy weight. Consolidation, CAM model 1, come back, hit it, take out your low, pay yourself. And now look at this. You get consolidation on top of consolidation. Now we've traded just above that high there, waiting for the premium to get hit. It does, right there, deliciously. Takes all this liquidity here that says it wants to go short. cleans that out. Come back, cam model 1, tippy tappy. And now you want to see it break through this level right here on the premium side to go higher and take that higher. Then I'm back into looking over here again, but right now, still bearish. All the time we're inside this little range right here. Slightly more bullish now that we've broken above this one, but we're still inside the breaker. So slightly bullish all the time we're above here. Now we're right up to there. Now good. Open and close on there. Touch here. Take the high. Now I'm looking for right here. 535. So now Hadi, you want to see that right there at 535 get taken on the close. And then you can start to say, ooh, this consolidation could be bouncing around inside here. And because it's only one level, you don't have a SIBI inside here you can bounce off of to find support or looking for range extension. You've only got one. So that becomes your level, and it's sitting right in the middle of this consolidation. You see from here to here. So you take the high to the low of that consolidation right now. Look where it's sitting. Right there. Right at the 50% mark, right? So if it bounces on there, you want to see that hold price and see that 50%. Look for that premium to turn into projection block and all high. We have a close above a close, but not a high. No body above the high yet. I like this already though. We've closed above this premium, traded back into the premium, and then went higher. Took the high, pay yourself, all in one candle. Now you want to see that candle provide support, and you want to see that go higher. Right there, you can come back into here, but you want to see these two candles here, full price. The last one's mean threshold. Out of that, you don't want to see. You do not want to see that. No body above here yet. We do have a close above there, but no body. That would be that like the bull trap that really snaps back and grabs you right there on that close, you see? No body above there, wick, 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 and then the snaps back and the bull trap catches you. Now you're back to inside these two consolidations. There's 50% of that consolidation. And you're back inside here again. It's an ugly thing, man. Especially if you try to jump on a trade. Just cleaned out the liquidity above here, and it's running lower. Now it's taking out that. Come back into here. There's the retest right there. Now I want to see that come lower. Don't go through there. Don't go through there. Keep coming lower. Because now we have an immediate rebalance. Candle to the left. I'm looking for premium up here. It's got to come lower. I don't want to see a body get above here. 519. Threshold. Now you're above there. You're in there. Going higher. Look for run up here. Or this order block here. We're back to the midnight candle again, and we're still inside here. Midnight open overlaps here, and probably gives us 50% of that range or more. does. See how quickly it snapped off of it. Come lower. Draw this back from right there all the way back to there. There's your imbalance plus, so there's your volume imbalance plus your CIBI. You have to include them both. Came back inside them, and now you want that to go lower. We get back below here, find support at this, come lower. If we pop back through there on a close, now you're back inside this range again, and you're up to here. So welcome to the lunch hour. There's no close above that yet. I agree. No close above it yet. And you're looking down here at the, see this guy right here? You see that one? If you got a target down, you don't want to see it break through here. If it breaks through there, then you're looking for a run into 50% of this. And if you lose that, then forget that noise. We're going to come back down deeper. We're looking for this guy down here. So that's your line in the sand. If you want this to go higher, you want to see that bounce off of here and run higher. Take this out. Kind of mark out the levels that you're looking for extensions. And notice that high to low, where the midpoint is, right off our level here. So now we've traded above that level again on a close, tapped it, went higher. There's the premium box we're looking for. Now you want to see if we close above that level. You got to get above these highs now. Keep pushing higher. That level right there. See the body closes. These all just going to close right on it. Come back, tap it. They're literally closing on that level, opening on that level. What's the high there? I'm just interested to see if it hit 522.50. Close 22.50. They literally close on these levels. Yeah, on that level. Open, tap it, and then ran higher. Took out this premium box right there. Now come back, give it a little tippy tappy right there. Now you want to see that keep going higher. You're through the mean threshold of that candle. You hit the rejection block. You want that to go higher now. This mean threshold, you want to see it hold price. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. Now take that high. There's the low of it here, and the breaker's right there. Keep going. Done for the session. Thank you, Darren. See you all tomorrow. Okay, Hadi, thanks for tuning in, man. Always appreciate your support, my friend. Thank you. Rejection blocks holding. Coming back and tapping the breaker. And you got that little imbalance right here, here, and here. retest, retap that one right there. Gotta stay above it. Start pushing higher. There's the tap of the high on that one. Right there. And there. Come on. Get up there. Welcome to lunch hour, my friends. So far, we're still hanging inside this guy right here. Now you're above these two. You want to see that whole price right there and go higher. Come on, just give it one little kiss above us. Validation, validation. There you go. That's staying on the horse, man. That's like perfect data points you're looking for support levels at. That high's been run now. And you've ran right into this level right there. And now you're looking for, does that hold off that premium there? Because this was the premium. You ran through it, ran to the next premium. Now if we roll over here and take this premium out again on the downside, then I'm looking for a further run into here. If we start taking this out on the upside, right there, see that close rate on it? That little data point right there. Wicks just run up. You want to see the mean threshold of this candle hold next. If that premium box holds price right there, cuts back through this level, this level, this level, takes out market structure shift here, consolidation, trade back into here, keep coming lower. See how we're trading below this level right now? We're coming back into it, lower. They're precise points. If you know what you're looking for, they're precise levels that you want to see some sort of support or resistance on. Mean threshold of this candle. Mean threshold of this candle. A little tiny imbalance right there. You see that? Right there. Came back, rebalanced it, or retested it lower. And not that I want to trade this, but you can see very precise levels. Now I want to see if this level right there, and then tap it all the way up to here, hold price, and even inside here. And this candle right here, tap it, keep coming lower now. Clean, you want this to keep coming lower. Swing low taken, this now becomes an area of importance. If we close above here, 528, and the main threshold, then look for that candle to the left to get taken, and then run for the high. If not, I want to see this hold, and then start coming lower. There's the mean threshold right there. That's your line in the sand. If we close through that, then look for the bull trap here that's set for, do you roll over and go lower? You want to see a body get above that. Otherwise, holding, close below here, find support at that, keep coming for these lows. And And there you have it. That's a 1 minute chart. Oh, sorry, that's a 15-second chart, you guys. I thought that was a 1 minute chart. I was like, wow, that's moving pretty quick. That's a 15-second chart. We just showed you a level of precision. A level of precision that on a 15-second chart, you're probably not going to get much out there. And we're looking for very precise levels and data points on a 15-second chart, you guys. That should deserve a little thumbs up. If you're new to our channel, subscribe. We're trying to give you this level of details as much as we can, man. Yes, I have to agree with Derek again. The easy trade today was to go long at the opening and fill the regular trading hour gap. Yeah, Hans. Yeah, buddy. That's every time I see a regular trading hour gap now, I think of Hans. Now I got to put a face to the name Hans. We got to meet up someday. And high fives. You're going to be at my regular trading. I'm going to call you RTH. Regular time Hans. Regular time hour. We're going to replace that with a regular time Hans. The RTH. Right there, Hans. RTH. Right there, Hans. Regular time trading hour. That's what it's going to be, buddy. So there's your 6 o'clock. See how that 5 minute is still holding price, and we still go lower. Looking for this little fella down here now. That's a 15-second chart. I'll get off of that and go back to a 1 minute chart. But hopefully you guys can see these data points are holding, are holding price, and they're clean enough that you as soon as you can hunt them out, and you're calling it and saying, there on the 15 seconds you want to see that one hold, and it holds and goes lower. Now you say that's got to hold between here and here, and it does, and goes lower. That's not fake stuff. That's not hindsight crap. That's not form-fitting stuff. That's literally calling it on a 15-second chart. So thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you're new. You'll find this detail, and then if it helps you improve your entry and improve your setup, then we're happy for you, man. Like Vittorio said earlier, I'm not here to sell anything. I'm not here to sell any hype. I'm just here to try and show you precise levels, specific data points that Michael has taught us. You bring your attention to when it's in the live trade, and if it lines up with your trade setup and helps you improve your accuracy of your trade setup, then I'm happy for you. We've had quite a few people in here now that have passed prop firm accounts. I'm happy for them, and I'm glad you guys are making your money now in your prop firm accounts. And yeah, so I'm happy for you. That's what we're here for. No one's selling you anything. We just want to see you succeed, and we just want you to be happy. Doing your trading less stressful. Once you understand these precise levels, you start getting less stress, and you start to find out more about what kind of person you are as a trader instead of looking for precision. We can show you the precision. It'll end up boiling down to how greedy are you, or how impatient are you, or your fear of missing out, all those other psychological issues that affect us as traders. You're going to find that out. Once we take the detail, show you the detail, we reveal who you are. And that's the struggle you'll have next. So thank you, Noah. Tell your friends, invite your friends, man. We're here to help everybody. There's no secrets. I'm not giving you any secret sauce. We're just giving it to you as clean as we can. And this little dotted line here was that 30-minute and the 15-minute candle. We're looking to see if it closes below there. And it did right there. So now from a 3 a.m. candle perspective, and Mark's not in here. If he is, please let me know. If you're below that the consequent encroachment of the 3 a.m. candle, then I'm looking for lower prices for the short term. just based on what Mark has said in the past. If I'm wrong, or you guys heard Mark say that differently, by all means, let me know. I don't want to sell an idea. Here I am saying I don't sell anything. I don't want to give out a wrong impression of the guy's trade setup, but from what I understand, that mean threshold is an important one on a 15-minute level for him as he decides what's the consequent encroachment of that 3-minute or 3-hour candle. So 6 a.m. again, looking for that retest of this level down here. See how we're still finding support, still hasn't broken that level. And there it is, done and dusted. Carrot, delicious munch day. You can eat some carrot now. Give it some carrot to eat. Now what I want to see is if Mr. Carrot, we still want him going south. If we close below here, wait for the body. If we close below that on a 5-minute chart, we're looking for down here, Mr. Carrot. And according to our 15-minute idea, this is going lower. Where are we headed? Inside this range here, I'm looking for this 1 minute, right at the carrot, and I'm looking for a 5-minute. There's the 50% of that range. Now I'm looking for it. Do we get a response off of this? So now we just dropped below that 50%. And we're back into this candle here in the top of this breaker. It takes out this old high, this big blue down closed candle here. We're just hitting into it. You want to see that really start to rifle through here. If you want to go bullish, you've got to get above this SIBI, this bullish candle. That's a bull trap sitting right there. If you don't get above the mean threshold of it, forget it. We're still going lower. So we want to see that level, close above, go higher, and then take out this guy right here. Get a body above there, support here, inside there. They're two good candles to hold price to go higher. Otherwise, revisiting, traded below this little point here. Retest, we're into the regular trading hour gap again. And I'm looking for the regular trading hour gap to support coming into here. Let's see where we go. Are you long in crude again? Craig, look at you go. Ooh, look at that. We've got that nice little carrot level right there. And the change in direction right back to the carrot. Look at that. Bing. Change in direction. Come back into it. What a short. What a nice little short there. Noah, did you see that? If you're trading ICT principles, man, look at that. That's a delicious and nutritious way to enjoy your breakfast. And now you want to see close below. You want to see a body break below this low. Breaks below it. Come back, give it a little kiss. Like, you want to see a perfect data point there, Noah? Look at this, buddy. Check this out. That's the data point. You want to see a body trade below here. It's a break in market structure, right? You want to see a body break below this, not a wick, a body break below it, and then use it as support. Let me zoom in on it for you so you can see the level of precision here, my friend. Right freaking here. Where's my little box? You need to see this circle of love, my friend, right there. Oops. Right on the money. Body trades below it, comes back. Precise entry for a short. Precise entry for a short. Data point. Is it an important data point? It is a very important data point. Okay. So, delicious and nutritious. Data point. Want to see another data point on the turn? Let's show you all these just so you see them. right here, imbalance. Include the imbalance and the leg here. Wait for a body to close below it. Tap it, go short. Comes back up. Look at that consequent encroachment. Schmuck. So you could have caught this turn right off the carrot. Confirmation, continuation, and deliciousness. So yes, now we're gonna, now that we've seen this nice little run lower, you say, yeah, that's all fine in hindsight, Darren, but it's what we teach every morning. That's all fine in hindsight. Tell me where the turn occurred that Craig is all over. I would say, Craig, if you're going, sorry, man, but if you're going long on this, you better stay above here. And look at that. Ding, 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 ding. I don't see anything here to include it. You can include this right here, I guess, because there's an imbalance. There's a volume imbalance, and there's a little SIBI right here. You have to include them both. There's nothing here. There's immediate rebalance right here. Ooh, you're in a toughy situation there, Craig. I see you right here too, man. You got some overlap going on here. So now it starts to get unclean, and you've got a SIBI right here. You've taken a low, okay. You're trading back into this price imbalance right here. You tap the price imbalance, you get above this, you go, great, now I want to see a body break this candle to the left. It does. Comes back inside this range. So you have to say to yourself, where am I inside this range? Right? So there's 62%. And you go, great. Now if it taps this old candle right here, I want to see that keep going higher. It's got to get through the bear trap, right? Or the bull trap. It comes back and taps the bull trap. So sensitive, snap. It snaps off, takes your fingers off, and then trades back through this level right here on a close. Then comes back inside it right here on a close, and you're still going lower. So if you don't stay above here, my friend, that's coming lower. And we've already swept that low now, have we not? No. We're right on it. So right now, if you're long, I haven't got much faith for it, buddy. You're right. You've caught a perfect long. All I can say is if you're long here and that goes, it's got to get above here and take out the bear or the bull trap, this next bull trap, and then that next bull trap for you to go super long. Otherwise, there's your line in the sand right there. I wouldn't want to see all these wicks down there, but if you've caught it right there, stop loss goes right here. That's got to go. It just feels heavy to me. I really want it to go for you, man. I really do. There's your SIBI price imbalance, your BITSI premium, like inside this range here, wherever that low is. 50% is right here. If you can get back to 50%, pay yourself, move to break even, and see if you can get up to 62%. And if you can get through 79% on the close, then look for a run back up into the rest of the SIBI filling. I'd have a super tight stop loss, but that's just me. I tell you what, I've been using this change in the state of delivery on a time frame as a take profit, and it has been good. 15-minute change in the state of delivery on MQ just provided some spending money. Nice. Ooh. Let's have a look here. Change in the state of delivery on a 15-minute. Are you talking about bullish or bearish? I've been providing Derek liquidity. Goes from one hand to the other, eh? Oh, we're back into this mean threshold here now. My coffee is doing what it does for ADHD people. Puts me to sleep. Does not give me the boost. And you're back up into this little guy right here. That whole section can get retapped and still roll over and go lower. And you're going into lunch hour now. So you're 11 o'clock. You want to see this break market structure here. If you want this to go higher, it's got to get out of this crap. Clean it up a little bit. Bearish. Yeah, bearish. Where's the change in the state of delivery for you? I guess we have a difference of opinion on what a change in the state of delivery is. On a 15-minute, on a 5-minute, I can see a change in the state of delivery right here. Change in the state of delivery again. Here, find support, go lower. And that I see as a change in the state on a 5-minute. I don't see it on a 15. But that's just my definition of or my idea of a change in the state of delivery is when this BISI gets broken on the downside on a close, then you have a change in the state of delivery. We're no longer bullish or bearish, and then it changes back again, takes out the high, then changes back again, and then takes out the next objective, which is down here. The change in the state, support, 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 go bearish. Consecutive up close candles to the top. Consecutive up close candles to the top. I don't know. Whatever definition works for you, my friend. I'm happy for you. If it's worked and it's paying you, whatever you want to define it as doesn't have to be the same as mine. As long as it's working for you, I'm happy. There's that first level right there. Tippy tap. You want to see it really accelerate down lower now. If it starts to continue to wick in here, it starts to drill inside that, then I'm looking for how far in does it drill? Do we start to get through it? And am I looking for this last up close candle here to give way? Let me get this guy out of here and put him right. Oops. I'll get rid of that now. Do we get through the box? Look at the 4-hour chart. We have a small inversion bear belly gap at 6 p.m. Monday that looks like it's holding. The 4-hour chart, he says. At what time? 6 p.m. Yeah. Little tiny one. Good one. Good one, Abs. I have to stretch the chart out to see it. I'm like, what is he looking at? It's like, oh yeah. Look at you, Mr. Laser Hawkeye. Yeah, it's holding right on the money there. Oh yeah, I like it. Holding. So we come back and retested it, and now we're failing, right? Mean threshold. Right in the 6 a.m. candle. Now we have the battle of swords. These guys are going to battle back and forth unless this guy's all show, and then we just give him up. Use the mean threshold here to leverage lower. Got 5-minute holding. The big breaker. So you're between the premium box and this big ass breaker down here, all the way down to the mean threshold, which is also the regular trading. The Hans's regular trading Hans. The regular trading Hans right there. Come back right into the mean threshold at the bottom of the regular trading Hans. And then we see if we can reach into this discount box down here. Still bearish on the 5 minute. Still bearish. So Abs, you want to see the that 4-hour one that you're looking at 484. You want to see that give way, and then I want to see 473 to 461. 473 to 461. So right inside here, which is this 830 again. Let's see if 830 gets tapped. The 1130 candle hit the change in the state of delivery. 1130 candle right here hit the change in the state of delivery. Is that on the 15-minute, Derek? Well, you're getting into the 11 or 12 o'clock now. I think this is going to be it for me. We're getting into just a back and forth thing. It's a lot of mind resource, a lot of energy in your head to try and stay on this horse in this kind of market. So suffice it to say, I'm done. I've hit that downside objective there. We've hit the upside, downside. Now I want to see if we get through here and start pushing lower, or get through here and push higher. Otherwise, you're just bouncing around inside this 50% range and run higher. So if that goes through here, I'm looking for 5-minute support to go higher. And if we get through here, I'm looking for 5-minute support to go lower, take out the lows. But until tomorrow, or I'll see you this afternoon on the Telegram channel. Thanks for all you new people that are tuning in. Thank you for spending your time with me this morning. I do appreciate your time. And tell your friends, hit the like button, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. We do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, bright and early on a Wednesday morning, and see if we can't catch a delicious little trade. Remember, it's summer. Don't panic. The whole Jackson Hole Summit is going to cause a little bit of movement, or has caused some movement in the market. I think the Jackson Hole Summit was just on the weekend, was it not? Remember, it's August. Wait, September is the best time. September, October, we start to get into some more fluid market movements because everybody's back off the summer, got to make payments and stuff. So we should get some more movement in the markets there. So until then, till tomorrow, we'll see you guys. As usual, sending my love to you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for everything. And I appreciate all of you. Thank you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.